All right, Munchkins. Here's what you guys are going to be working on for day 2 today. I'll move this around a little bit so that you guys can see everything. So we are wrapping up our ecosystems unit. So today you guys are getting a chance to work on your summative assessment for the ecosystems unit, which is 17.2, evaluate ecosystems assessment. And your learning goal is that you guys can use your knowledge of ecosystems to explain the potential impact of wolf reintroduction on the Colorado ecosystems. So today I expect you guys to answer the attendance question, watch this video to review food webs versus food chains, and to get a little bit more directions about what your summative assessment is. Your only homework is going to be to make up any work from this unit that you guys may not have turned in yet. That was not great English, but you know what I meant. And then also that your summative assessment, the 17.2, is due Sunday at midnight. So that's May 9th at midnight. Couple of announcements. So just remember, Friday, May 7th, office hours. Remember, I'm going to be at the school in person. So if you guys need help, you can come see me during that. I will most likely be in West 126. And you guys can come anytime between 8 a.m. and noon to come get help from me. And then also, remember, if you do not feel comfortable coming to the school, send me an email and I can still open up a Google Meet and I can help you guys with any of that. My other reminder is that you guys can now sign up for the pig dissections if you would like. So I sent the email to your Jeffco Google email that has the link to the Sign Up Genius. If you are looking to sign up to do pig dissections, remember, spots are limited between May 7th and May 14th to do the pig dissections. If you guys have any questions on this, please just send me an email and I will answer your questions. And I'll be on my email today, guys, if you need anything. So please communicate with me if you guys have any questions as you work on this. So as I was going through your guys' work, one of the things that I noticed is that we're kind of confusing the difference between a food chain and a food web. Both show how energy is moving from one organism to another within the ecosystem, but food chains are linear, whereas food webs show all of the connections that exist within the ecosystem. Because like our food chain here, it shows the grass is being eaten by the grasshopper, which is being eaten by the mouse, which is being eaten by the hawk, which definitely happens. And the arrows go towards the thing that's eating because it's showing the transfer of matter and energy from one thing to another. But a food web shows all of the possible interactions that can happen because most of the time, organisms do not just have one food source. They have many food sources. And so that's what a food web shows compared to a food chain. So I just wanted to be clear about that because one of the parts of your summative assessment, you guys are going to make a food web. And so I wanted you guys to be clear about what those differences are. So your work today and Friday, you guys are going to get to work on your 17.2 evaluate ecosystems assessment. Like I said, this is your summative. It's due Sunday, May 9th at midnight. And my other reminder is to make sure to use your rubric as a checklist to cover everything in your answer, because there is a rubric attached to the assignment on Schoology. The other thing that you can work on today and Friday is any missing work that you have from the ecosystems unit. So this is weeks 13 through 17. And if you turn in something late, just remember to fill out the late work form for me. Now I want to go over the different parts of your summative assessment. So this is the introduction into the summative assessment. Let's see if I can make this a little bit smaller. Nope. So I'll just move it around as we go. So remember, our original unit guiding question was, how will wolf reintroduction to Colorado impact Colorado's ecosystem? Use class concepts about matter and energy in the explanation. And a secondary question is, would you vote yes or no on this ballot measure to reintroduce the wolves? Why or why not? So this is the first part of your 17.2 assignment when you open it on Schoology in our week 17 folder. And you are going to work through the different parts to answer the questions. That's the nice thing about this summative is you just have to make sure to answer all of the parts on your Google Doc. So the first part that you guys are going to answer is, in the past, there have been a high population of elk in and around Rocky Mountain National Park, requiring human intervention. So describe some of the problems that arise from high elk populations. So you guys are going to use the resources linked here to describe what happens to our Colorado ecosystems when there are too many elk for that ecosystem. So you want to make sure that you use words like trophic cascade, limiting factors, and population dynamics. After you answer that question, then you're going to look at the different members of the ecosystem in Colorado. So on your Google Doc, you guys will be able to click here to see the animals in Colorado ecosystems that could be impacted by the wolf reintroduction. You are going to choose at least 6 of the organisms found in Western Colorado to create a food web. You may choose to draw in your notebook and insert a picture, or choose to do a Google drawing or something like that. So when you click there, you'll get to see a list of the members of Western Colorado ecosystems. And then you guys are going to build a food web showing the interactions of those 6 members of the ecosystem. And then you will submit a picture of your food web here. When you also click on here, it'll show you what eats what. So you need to use that information to build your food web like you guys did on a previous assignment. Then you guys are going to create a trophic pyramid using the food web that you completed above, and explain the trophic pyramid below. So you guys will want to make sure that you include these words. So you're going to build a diagram of your trophic pyramid and then explain your trophic pyramid. So what are the producers? What are the first order consumers, second order consumers, and third if you have one? And then you guys need to explain how is matter and energy moving through the trophic pyramid. So that's why you want to make sure that you use all of the vocab words, because remember, these are the processes that move matter and energy from one trophic level to the next. And so we're looking for you guys to explain each of the words and how they help move energy from one trophic level to another. And if you guys have clarifying questions on this, remember to email me. Then you guys will create a biomass pyramid like we did in the rabbit fox simulation. You're going to create a biomass graph with the wolves, and then what the biomass graph would look like without the wolves after 100 years of time. So I don't want the initial impact, because we know what the initial impact is. I want you guys to think long term. So if you guys need to go back and revisit that rabbit fox simulation, because that was the time frame of 100 years at the end of that. And then you guys will explain your thinking and why you made the graphs like you did. The next part is you guys are going to explain the trophic cascade that could occur when the wolves are reintroduced into Colorado, and include at least 3 effects. So you can choose to do a bubble map or a list like we did with our Yellowstone examples. Then the last part is to, based on your current knowledge, would you support a reintroduction plan of wolves into Colorado? What concerns do you have? What considerations should be included? And to make sure that you guys include scientific concepts that you learned in this unit to support your thinking. We can't just have an opinion not backed by science in this class, so make sure you guys use the evidence that you have learned throughout this unit. So there are your directions on the summative assessment. So remember, it is due Sunday at midnight. Office hours are in person on Friday from 8 a.m. to noon. Please let me know if you guys have questions. And then if you are going to be coming to office hours, you are going to fill out a Google form so that I know that you are coming, so that I can share it with the office. And you guys can find that in our day 2 folder today. And let me know if you guys need anything. Make sure you answer the attendance so you get marked present for today. And let me know if you guys need anything else. Have a great day.